video. Okay, so in last class we have done the basic things of matrices, definition of matrices, and order of matrix, and then types of matrix: column matrix, null matrix, rectangular matrix, square matrix. And in square matrix there are four types of matrix: diagonal matrix, scalar, unit, and rectangular matrix, right? And in rectangular matrix there are two types of matrix: upper triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix. So in last class we have seen principal diagonal, and in principal diagonal we have seen three things: non-diagonal elements, diagonal elements, and scalar elements. All have memorized these all things what I have taught you in previous class. So diagonal matrix and scalar matrix, and the last thing was unit and identity matrix. So in unit and identity matrix there should be present one element in diagonal elements. So diagonal element should be 1 1 1. Okay, now we are going to see the triangular matrices, not matrix, triangular matrices, because triangular is not a single matrix. So triangular matrices. Triangular matrices. Boys, I'm going step by step. I'm not going to teach you determinant and multiplication. We will go step by step and we will be understanding in a better way. Okay, so that's why I'm going in a step by step. So triangular matrices. So in triangular matrices there are two matrices. First one is upper triangular matrix. The first one is upper triangular matrix. So in types of matrix, what we are saying, we are seeing or we are looking the condition, which condition in every types of matrix there are different conditions. So in upper triangular and lower triangular there are different types of conditions. So we are going to see the condition. So in upper triangular matrix, upper triangular matrix, a square matrix, SM means square matrix. SM means square matrix. A square matrix A is equal to Aij. Aij means it's a element of matrix A. Aij means it's a element of matrix A. Aij is said to be upper triangular matrix, upper triangular matrix if condition क्या है, if Aij is equal to 0 for all where I is greater than j. I is greater than j. Suppose here I have one example matrix 2 minus 4 3 and 0 3 2 0 0 1. Now see here in this matrix, this is diagonal elements, right? These are the diagonal elements. Okay, so between you can see here there are three elements. These are called non-diagonal element. These are called non-diagonal element, and this is also called non-diagonal element. So अगर ऊपर का जो नॉन डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स है वो 0 0 नहीं है, तो ऐसे मैट्रिक्स को क्या बोलते हैं हम? अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स बोलते हैं। क्या बोलते हैं? अपर ट्रायंगुलर। A matrix in the non-diagonal elements of above the diagonal elements, see diagonal element के ऊपर का जो नॉन डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स है वो 0 0 नहीं है, तो ऐसे मैट्रिक्स को हम क्या बोलते हैं? अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स बोलते हैं। तो अब यहाँ पे जो कंडीशन है ए आई जे इज इक्वल टू 0, ए आई जे कब 0 होगा? जब आई ग्रेटर देन जे रहेगा। अब सपोज करो नाउ see the first element place is a11, right? a11. So here see the value of I is equal to 1, j is equal to 1. Value of I is equal to 1 and j is equal to 1. ये 0 कब होगा? जब I बड़ा रहेगा। क्या रहेगा? I बड़ा रहेगा। अब यहाँ पे क्या है? ये कंडीशन यहाँ पे ये 0 नहीं हो सकता। क्यों? क्योंकि ये यहाँ पे I जो है बड़ा होना चाहिए। अब सपोज करो इसकी बात करते हैं हम, तो इसकी पोजीशन क्या है? इसकी पोजीशन है 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1। अब यहाँ पे देखो I की जो वैल्यू है ये क्या है? 2 है और j की वैल्यू जो है 1 है। तो यहाँ पे क्या है? I ग्रेटर है, तो ऐसे कंडीशन में क्या हो जाएगा? ये 0 हो जाएगा। तो अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स के लिए ai is equal to 0 for all where I greater than j। और अगर यहाँ पे इस एलिमेंट की बात करूं, इस एलिमेंट की पोजीशन क्या है? a13 है। क्या है? 13 a13। यहाँ पे I की वैल्यू क्या है? 1 है और j की वैल्यू क्या है? 3। यहाँ पे क्या है? I लेस है, लेकिन I लेस है इसका मतलब कि क्या है? ai 0 नहीं होगा, ai 0 नहीं होगा। तो ऐसी कंडीशन में जो है यहाँ पे कुछ वैल्यू रहेगी इसकी, तो ये I लेस देन j है। जहां पे भी I ग्रेटर देन j रहेगा वहां पे एलिमेंट्स क्या हो जाएगा? 0 होना चाहिए। तो ऐसे मैट्रिक्स को हम क्या बोलते हैं? अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स बोलते हैं। Boys, have you understood what is the upper triangular matrix? Okay, so a square matrix, matrix A is equal to aij is said to be lower triangular matrix if aij is equal to 0 ai is equal to 0 for all where I less than j। जहां पे भी जो एलिमेंट्स में I छोटा है j से वहां पे वो एलिमेंट 0 हो जाएगा। सपोज करो यहाँ पे मेरे पास एक मैट्रिक्स है 1 0 0 2 3 0 एंड 4 5 0। अब यहाँ पे देखो ये डायगोनल एलिमेंट है। डायगोनल एलिमेंट क्या है? ये डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स है। ये डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स के नीचे देखो एक ऐसा ट्रायंगल बन रहा है जहाँ पे वैल्यू जो है नॉन जीरो है। क्या है? नॉन जीरो है। तो ऐसे मैट्रिक्स को हम क्या बोलते हैं? लोअर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स। देखो यहाँ पे एक ट्रायंगल बन रहा है, ट्रायंगुलर में वहाँ पे एलिमेंट्स क्या है, नॉन जीरो है, तो ऐसे मैट्रिक्स को हम बोलते हैं लोअर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स। ओके, तो बस इतना याद रखो। और उसकी कंडीशन क्या है यहाँ पे, ए आई इज इक्वल टू 0 कहाँ पे होगा, जहाँ पे आई छोटा है जे से। अब सपोज करो अगर एग्जाम्पल के लिए अगर मैं लूँ यहाँ पे, तो ये मैं इस एलिमेंट की अगर बात करूँ तो इसका पोजीशन क्या है, A3 1 है, थर्ड रो फर्स्ट कॉलम है। ओके, तो यहाँ पे देखो 3 1, आई क्या है, आई 3 है और जे क्या है 1 है। अब यहाँ पे आई जो है बड़ा है, आई बड़ा है, मतलब यहाँ पे ये 0 नहीं होगा, ठीक है। लेकिन अगर मैं इसकी बात करूं तो यहाँ पे क्या है 1 3 है, यहाँ पे क्या है आई क्या है, आई 1 है और जे क्या है 3 है। अब यहाँ पे क्या है आई लेस है जे से, तो यहाँ पे ये जो एलिमेंट्स है क्या हो जाएगा 0 हो जाएगा। तो ऐसे कंडीशन में जो है जो भी मैट्रिक्स रहता है उसको लोअर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स बोलते हैं। So upper triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix. Do you have any doubts in upper and lower triangular matrix? Just simple ये है कि non diagonal elements, upper non diagonal element should be some value will be there, and in lower triangular matrix, in non diagonal matrix, in non diagonal elements, see below the diagonal elements some value should be there. Okay, so upper triangular matrix, lower triangular matrix. Now after this I have a equality of matrix. Equality of matrix. Equality of matrix means where when two matrix will be equal. Equality of matrix, equality of matrices. Okay, so that means when two matrix will be equal, in which condition two matrices will be equal. So there are two conditions. First condition is matrix A and B should have same order. Matrix A and B should have same order. Same order. The second condition is their corresponding element should be equal to each other. Okay, their corresponding element should be equal to each other. Understood, boys? For equality of matrix, there are two conditions. First condition is their order should be same and their corresponding element should be equal to each other. Now I am going to take an example. After example, you will be understanding in a good way. So the example is, suppose I have a matrix A. I have a matrix A. The matrix is A, B, and C, D, and the second matrix is P, Q, R, S. Okay, so here for equality of matrix, so if I want to know whether these two matrices are equal or not, so first I have to see the order. So here the order is 2 by 2 and here the order is 2 by 2. So the first condition is fulfilled. Okay, now the second condition is their corresponding element should be equal to each other. So corresponding element means this element should be equal. This element should be equal, and this element should be equal, and this element should be equal. So this is the corresponding element. So here, if the two matrices are equal, then that means their corresponding element should be equal. Suppose A and B are equal, इसका मतलब ये है कि इसके करस्पॉन्डिंग एलिमेंट क्या होंगे, इक्वल होंगे. A किसके बराबर होगा, P के बराबर होगा, B Q के बराबर होगा, C R के बराबर होगा और D S के बराबर होगा. Okay, now I have a second example. You have to solve this question. The example is x plus 2, 7, 9, y minus 2. Okay, and this is equal to 6, 7, 9, 8. Now here in the question, it already has has been told you clearly these matrices are equal. Now tell me what the value of x and y. So the if the both matrices are equal, that means their corresponding element will be equal. So here see, this will be equal, this element will be equal to this element, and this element will this element, and this element will be equal to this element, and this element will be equal to this element, right? So suppose x plus 2 will be equal to 6. Okay, now then x will be equal to 4. Again, this element will be equal to 8. So here y minus 2 will be equal to 8 and y will be equal to 6. Okay, sorry, not 6. I did mistake. So here is the minus 2. So minus 2 will go in left hand side, then it will be change minus it will change sign. So it will be equal to 8 plus 2. This will be y is equal to 10. Okay, so here equality of matrices, have you understood equality of matrices? So you need to memorize only two conditions. The order should be same. So here see the order is 2 by 2 and order 2 by 2. Matrices, and we have seen two conditions. Now how to solve, how to add two matrices? See how to add. The topic is sum of two matrices. Sum of two matrices. Okay, sum of two matrices. So while we are adding two matrices, there should be one condition. We have to see, the order should be same. The condition is order must be same. Otherwise, we cannot do we cannot do sum of two matrices. We cannot add of two matrices. Okay, so order must be same. Okay, suppose I have a two matrix. I have a matrix A where 3, 2, minus 1 and 4, minus 3. This is the one matrix. And second matrix is 1, minus 2, 7, 3, 2, minus 1. Okay, so see here, in both of matrix A and B, the order is same. The order is 2 by 3, 2 row 3 column, and here again 2 row 3 column. If these things are same, the order is same, then we are it is applicable to add two matrices. Okay. Now, in this condition, when we are adding two matrices, we have to add only corresponding element. Okay. We have to add corresponding element. Suppose the corresponding element, 3's corresponding element is 1 and 2's corresponding element is -2 and 1 corresponding element is 7. So we have to add only corresponding element. Okay, understood boys? See here, this corresponding element is 7 and 2's corresponding element is 2 and 3's corresponding element is 1. Similarly, 4 corresponding element is 3. 4 corresponding element is 3. Minus 3's corresponding element is 2 and 1 corresponding element is -1. So we have to add only corresponding element. So here suppose I am adding two matrices. Okay, A plus B. So I have to add 3, 2, -1, 4, -3, 1, plus 1, -2, 7, 3, 2. Okay, here there is a network issue. That's why I'm not able to teach properly. So just keep patience. Okay, so here I was doing. So here we have to add element. Okay, so here I'm going to add only corresponding element. See here, I will add 3 plus 1, then 2 plus -2, -1 plus 7, and here 4 plus 3 and -3 plus 2, 1 plus -1. Okay, now again I have to simplify this. 3 plus 1, 4 plus 2, -2 will get cancelled. It will be come as 0. -1 plus 7, it will be 6. And 4 plus 3, 7. -3 plus 2, -1. And -1, oh sorry, plus 1, -1 will get cancelled. So here it will be 0. So here we got A plus B. We got A plus B. Have you understood, boys? Sum of two matrices. Boys, just give me a response. Have you understood sum of two matrices? And then we will be proceeding our next topic. Mushtaq Hussain, yes. If you have doubt till now what I have taught you, Muhammad Zubair, Sayyid Fazan, Mudabbir, Muhammad Uzair, Abdul Rahman. If you have doubt, you can ask me, you can speak with me, no problem. This is a conversation class, okay? This is not a main class. This is a study hours. You can speak with me if you have any doubts, or you can chat with me. No doubt, sir. Okay. So the next part is property of addition. What? The property of addition. The properties of addition. Okay, so in matrix, when we are doing addition or summation, so there are some property. The first property is commutative property. What commutative property? Commutative property. Okay, so commutative is nothing but exchanging. What? Exchanging. Commutative is nothing but exchanging. Suppose I have a two matrix a plus b, then according to commutative property of matrices, I can change b plus a. Nothing will going to change. Okay, suppose I have a plus b, then it can be b plus a also. So this is the property of addition of matrix. Understood, boys? Now the second property is associative. What? Associative. And associative is nothing but connecting. What? Connecting. This is the simple way to memorize this thing. Associative property. So addition of matrix, I can connect a plus b plus c. Okay, so here I can associate b plus c and I can associate a plus b. Nothing will going to be changed. Okay, so this is the associative property. Now the third property is additive identity. What? Additive identity. Identity. Okay, additive identity. See here, additive means we have to add something. Identity means nothing will going to change. Identity means one or the amount will going to be same. Okay, so here suppose I have a matrix A and I am adding a matrix that values is 0. So that can be, if I have a 0 matrix and I am adding 0 matrix with matrix A, so I will get matrix A. So here that matrix O is called additive identity matrix. What? This O is called additive identity matrix. We are adding matrix and we are getting the same amount, we are getting same matrix. So that matrix we are adding, so that matrix is called additive identity. So that types of property is called additive identity and that types of matrix is called additive identity matrix. Understood, boys? Okay. Now, suppose the fourth one property is additive inverse. What? Additive inverse. So here we have to add, and the matrix should be inverse matrix. Inverse. So here we are going to add a inverse matrix. Suppose I have a matrix. Suppose I have a matrix A, and I am adding the opposite matrix, and here suppose I have a opposite matrix and I am adding the opposite matrix of minus A, so I am going to get 0 matrix. Okay, so that types of matrix, suppose I have a matrix A and I have a matrix B, and matrix B is opposite to A, and here suppose I have a matrix B and I am adding with A, and B is opposite to A, at that time I am going to get 0 matrix. So this kind of property is called additive inverse, and this matrix is called additive inverse matrix. What? Additive inverse matrix. Additive inverse matrix. Understood, boys? Boys, just leave your comment on the chat box. So here we have seen 4 types of property of addition of matrix. Okay, commutative, associative, additive identity, additive inverse. Okay, now we are going to see scalar multiple of matrix. Scalar multiple of matrix. So scalar means what? Scalar means a magnitude or quantity. What? Scalar means magnitude, magnitude or quantity. Okay, so if I am multiplying a scalar with matrix, then how can I multiply? So we are going to see the procedure or the way how can we multiply a scalar with matrix. Okay, suppose first see the definition or see the statement. Let A be a scalar, be a scalar, sorry, let A be a square matrix, a matrix of order m by n, and k is a scalar, then mat then the required matrix can be obtained. The required matrix can be obtained. The required matrix can be obtained by multiplying each element of A by multiplying each element of A. So see here, suppose I have an example. Suppose K is equal to 2 and matrix A equal to 3, 2, 4, minus 3. Then if I am multiplying K with A, if I am multiplying K with A, so here I have to multiply 2 with this matrix minus 3, and so here according to the statements I have to multiply each and every element of matrix A. So here I have to multiply each and every element. See, 2 into 4, 2 into minus 3. So I am going to get, this is 6, 4, 8 and minus 6. So this is how when we are multiplying a scalar to the matrix. So have you understood this scalar multiple of matrix? Now we have less time, less than 1 minute. Just leave your comment and we will uh, I will be finishing my class. Boys, just respond to me because we have less than 1 minute.